Wait, okay. Now I'm recording. Welcome back to the epic, the wonderful, the amazing Jack 4 stream. Check this out. This is my Godot window. And then when I click on it, it turns into a video game. Let's see, I'm going to slightly lower the volume of the music. So I took a week-long break to do some... Hang on, I gotta fiddle with the knobs. I don't know what I want anymore. But anyway, I realized that I actually prefer working on the game streaming. While streaming, I should say. I'm significantly more productive. In fact, I can show... I will... If you may humor me for a minute. In my week that I was supposed to be writing, I spent a day working on a different project. So this isn't anything special. It's just I'm working on like sort of a climbing system or a new physics system for a character. And Jackie's just a test, but it's also this freaky, well, it was supposed to be a whole character, not half a character, but all right, that's neither here nor there. But basically, she only has the collision for this part of her body. The rest of it is done through ray casting, so this is going to look like garbage because I did not realize that I had set the, yeah, oh, it's worse than I thought. This is terrible. But basically, it's going to be a smooth walking, and it'll be sort of an over-the-shoulder third-person platformer where you're, like, climbing around. Because that's basically the reason I wanted the collisions like this is so that then I can do, like, more detailed things. Like, I can have the character, like, rotate and, like, move around and stuff. What am I trying to say exactly? Well, I want the character to be able to climb up basically anywhere a human being could actually climb, like to climb across railings and handholds and steep slopes and like small spaces and things. So having just as little of collision as possible is what I want. Hi there. Let's see, and I've dallied enough with this. So this was what I was working on when I should have been writing for Jack 4. Let's see, let's not save. And let's go back to the game that I'm actually working on. And there's some minor seams in the terrain. I can fix that with the export. But currently, there's some new things. A lot of it is just writing that I'm not going to go into in detail. But I also have a new list of things to do. And also I have some minor visual tweaks, like now Jackie has actual eyes that aren't just painted on anymore. So I think they should look mostly the same. They'll be a little subtly different. But I think it, at first I kind of didn't like it because, you know, it just looked different, but now I think I prefer these eyes over the original ones. But anyway, what else did I do? I was starting to add some grass and foliage and things, so I added a little plant shader. And they actually animate properly. So that's a really simple thing, but I kind of want to show it off because it's cool. Entities, environment, plants, juniper. I very badly failed at modeling a juniper plant, or a juniper shrub. But basically, it just has this little animation tree that tells you, like, what side the player is brushing up against. And it has some very simple logic, well, simple-ish. For basically, it figures out what bodies are around it, and then it figures out a direction to press, and it does that through, like, a velocity. And it also has, like, it springs back from its original position, and it damps the velocity. Yep, no worries. Nah, it's no problem. These VODs are also up, and I don't mind. So have a good night. Let's see. So those are the main visual things that I've changed. I made some more materials consistent, and I added some content. Though that won't be too though if I go through all the content that I add, we'll be here for a little while. Yeah. Things are much more consistent now in the lore. So what am I going to do today? Let's see. So that big city, the copper coin, is now going to be, the lore justification is built on top of I wrote some lore. Basically, in the history of this world, 40 years ago, there was a war between Jackie's homeland, which is now called Veyland, not England, and this place, which is now called Yakaz, not Bralna, had a war where the Veilers got their faces stomped in, basically. And so there's going to be more ruins of their society that was here, because they were basically colonizing it. It was like the great game, the Shadow Play, or whatever it was. You know, basically using this place as sort of an intermediate step in conquest of India, which, well, here it's actually Thuria. But anyway, that's visual stuff. I need to start designing a place called Muznacross, because that's another hub area. I need to figure out, one, where it's going to be, and two, what it's going to look like. I think, now that I'm looking, this is a good spot for it. This could be a good spot, because it's going to be a train station. So I need to think of, like, where trains like to live. Because I have it on the map already. As right here. But that's not where it's going to be. These are like dunes. They don't build train stations in just like dune deserts. And I was thinking maybe even of like breaking my own rules and like putting it way out here. Or like here, but that'd cause more problems than it'd solve. Also, eventually I should like vastly reduce the geometry out here. But anyway, that's enough of that. I think I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna do a little bit of tweaking in the terrain. How would that look on the map, actually? Okay, yeah, that'd fit right in there. What is this? Plateau Town, Quarry Village, Crab Hill. And that would make sense to have Muznacross and then Crab Hill right there. Because Crab Hill is going to be like a major commercial hub. So maybe this was like blown out and destroyed. Well, nah, maybe it's mostly functional. They just prefer living over here because they're far away from the Tree of Evil, I guess. Why did I call it the Tree of Evil? I need world. Let's see, so I'm going to make some very slight adjustments. So let's just make it a little bit hilly. Are these, like, not even, like, close to being... Like, these are supposed to have the same number of vertices. So this isn't quite what's on the schedule, but I also need to do this anyway, so I'll let this slide for myself. Well, then again, if it comes down to it, I'm fine with the border of the world being really janky and buggy looking for the game jam. Well, am I? I guess I am, but I'm still gonna do this instead. Okay, I think I see what happened here. There's just a bunch of terrain being pushed around in the wrong places. This is weird. These are all... Like, it feels like I must have done something wrong. Yeah, I mean, these are, like, way off. Like, look at that. Hang on, I know what I'm gonna do. Like, are these even the same size? I may have straight up, like, done this wrong. Oh no, okay. It seems like it's actually fine. Like that there's maybe some like shifting. Excuse me. Oh, I'm just gonna fiddle with this. I mean, I'll have to do this for like 50 things eventually. I'll just do it. I'll do one on stream as like a fun little... This is your fun little bit of content for my return. Yeah, I was thinking about the future of this stream, and I think I'll keep streaming for now, or at least for this game, because I do think I'm more productive when I basically construct a panopticon for myself of digital surveillance via Twitch. And most of the feedback I get is constructive and useful, even if I don't actually like follow the solution or the suggestion of the person. I'll typically like use it as like a bouncing off point. See, and I don't really need to get these so close, but I think this is just for me to kind of sanity check myself to make sure that I did this right. Because it seems like what happened was there's just a bunch of warping in this one specifically. So when this one was made like regularly grid, well, hang on, this is getting me suspicious. Like now we're getting GG. What? Huh? Oh. Oh, okay. It's the entire thing. So what I need is this one. What? Oh, right. These are like... Oh, right. I did something dumb. Alright. Now I need to figure out... So I do think this was misaligned by like one object. Ah, Christ. Okay. I now have that working vaguely like it should. And then these are going to be screwed up. These are going to be like hopelessly screwed up, I think. Well, hang on. Let's get... Let's just rotate this. See if I can, like, even get this vaguely correct looking. Because basically the issue is... well, the issue is I did a horrible job making this thing. Let's just, like, put all of these, like... I'm gonna try to really screw this up, basically. Let's not even look at anything else. We don't need anything else in the entire world right now. Well, whatever I did it wrong. Because what I want is... Is this right? I'm gonna, like, make all of these, like, linear. Just push them all down. Because I think the problem is I just need to smooth this stuff out. Okay, well, I see one issue, which is this should be here. Yeah, okay, I think I just straight up... I think I just straight up have an extra vertex. Maybe? But now this is here. Hold the phone. Okay. Why is this all screwed up? Like, what is this? Screw that. Why is this thing so, like... It's so imprecise for some reason. Do I have snapping turned on? No. Alright, that's good enough. They'll eventually be like all hunky-dory. Alright, so for this, I'll do the same thing. Screw that stupid thing that I put there. Let's just put this... Wait, what? Oh, okay. Alright, and that's all hunky-dory. Why am I skipping 2 now, though? This is not going so hot, I don't think. Whoa, now I'm like completely out of sync. Like, look at that. Let's put that there and hope that I can... Alright, let's just dissolve this one. I'm pretty sure that one's the one. And this one. We'll just keep dissolving things until it works out. There's literally no reason that I should have to dissolve 2 edges, though. So, you know, we've already strayed from the path of God. Yeah, like, okay, I see what's happening here. All the detail is here, so I need to, like, way compress this stuff down more. Like here, let's get this, like, there. Let's hide that completely. Let's do... wow. How do I keep... Okay. How does this stuff get more and more screwed up every time? Is it because I did something with this? Hang on, I'm just gonna delete one of these. Like, I feel like something in here has gone wrong. So it's also like the sensitivity is completely messed up. Like, when I translate, it's not at all proportional to how much my mouse moves. Or it's like way too sensitive. I feel like that means that I'm grabbing something wrong, but I can't tell what. Yeah, there's something wrong with all this stuff. Let's just remove all that. I don't know what that even is. What exactly am I looking at here? Okay. We finally have our stuff. Let's just straighten all these out. What is this? It's gone. Okay, so now I have a much more manageable, like, starting point for this. So I'm gonna do... Basically, I'm scaling all of these so that I have just a flat plane that can match the contours here. And so that way I can have, like, the vertices properly line up. Because at some point I also need to add an edge loop somewhere. Okay, I think I have everything I need. So I can now start like moving all of these down and like, now I can have the geometry properly match up, I think. So let's try and figure out where I was, because there's like a bunch of these that are like, I had too many things, so I was like, okay, I can't figure this out. Okay, so I think, right, this one goes here. This one goes here. Now we're in good standings. And the sensitivity doesn't feel completely screwed. So yeah, look at that. Beautiful. This goes up to here. I'm going to push these down a bit more because it seems like we're got plenty of things that are close enough. This looks so much better now. I wonder if I can do like vertex. Ooh. I've now unlocked a superpower. Seems like I may have been a bit too hasty and, well, no, there's still lots and lots of lines there. Okay, this feels good. This feels awesome. And this is, I think, the first time I've deliberately used snapping, where it wasn't just like I accidentally thought I deleted or like ruined my whole thing. Because I'm pretty sure there's just a snap to vertex button as well. And the problem with Blender is there's so many instances where it's like, okay, so I only had one that I needed. All right. Immaculate. Perfect, actually. And then, oh, then I delete that. What's the key binding for the Shift Tab? Okay, that's something that I absolutely have hit by accident then. Because you have to hit like Control Tab and Control and like Tab and, well, you just have to hit Tab and Control Tab so often that it's 100% certainty that I've done that. Alright, what is this garbage? Ah, that's fine. Whew. That actually... Look at how good that is. Now I'll do the same on the other side. Hide the whole world, except for our beautiful, wonderful things. So let's do... I'll do exactly the same thing here. At least for all this side stuff. Hi, Gostansky. Yeah, I took a break for about a week. That was fun. Though admittedly I wasn't as productive on the game as I thought I would be. Or I guess I was as I was hoping I would be. It's going okay. Right now I'm doing some terrain fixing up. Because basically, all this stuff is going to be unplayable area that, like, seamlessly trails off into this extended background. But I have to actually, like, make it seamless now. So I'm slowly going through all of it and fixing it all up. Actually, I'm gonna hide these again. Oop. Let's see. I think for the rest of these... Why is this not... Oh, it is doing what I thought it would do. It's just that all this stuff was screwed up. Okay. That's good for there. Wow, so this is like way off. Also, just today, just before you entered the chat, I discovered the joys of vertex snapping. So I think that's going to be my new #1 tool for this task. Slow and steady progress. Let's try this side as well. Yep, or a game jam, basically. I don't know if there's going to be any prizes or any... Well, I don't think there's any prizes, actually. But, yeah. Basically a game jam. And it ends, I think, late September. I think the only rules are that it has to be... that you can argue that it is an open world game. So, like, otherwise, there was no rules. Even things like, the game can be incomplete and things like that as well. Though I'm assuming there are things that would just, like, if the host of the game jam doesn't actually like the game. Or, I don't know. I don't think there's any rules, actually. Let's dissolve this edge. Okay. So that made short work of that. Let's move this, like, there, I guess? Alright, so these are still... So now I have to line these up a bit better, I think. I don't know if there's going to be anyone streaming it. Yeah, I'm just streaming it basically because I had the idea also that I wanted to make a Jak and Daxter inspired game and stream the progress on it. And that just was at the same time that the game jam was announced, so I did the same. Or I did both of them at once. Let's see, and I think... I'm just going to delete this edge for now. This vertex snapping is like a superpower. I know. That wasn't... I guess I just need to do this. Okay. See, so that was not actually what I was intending to do, but that does solve basically the worst problems of these not being like smoothly integrated. And I'll do this one as well. Just... But I'll only do it a little bit, like... that. And now it kind of matches. Alright, let's get all these back. So what I need is to go to our modifiers, and I'm going to enable all of these. Wait, no. I completely forgot. The entire point of all of this stuff was because I wanted to add a station here. So I think it's going to be right in here. I'm going to add a little bit of terrain for a train station. Let's just do like... It slightly raises up. Like maybe it's maybe it's like sharp. And then there'll be a very small amount of smooth raising just to give it a bit more texture. There we go. That's the train station. That was all the work that I was needing to do. But I'm also going to do a bit here because I want a really narrow valley here. So I'm going to see, how should I do this? Because I want this to be like a well, how much work have I already put into this area? I guess that's fine the way it is. I'll figure out another place to put that, because I want just a really, really narrow, like, cavern. I know. Well, no, I already started work there. I'll leave that how it is. And I'll come back probably off stream and start sorting out all this terrain stuff now that I know a much easier way of doing it, and probably gradually... Okay, but that's all this stuff taken care of. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm sure there's a bunch of time-saving things I could do, like even things like scripting. And I don't have to do it exactly, because I also have these modifiers. So basically, now they like try to automatically stitch themselves together, but it has limits. So I have to be at least like vaguely correct. Like here you can see them gradually falling apart. And the fact that I did it one off, so these have I think like 51 squares and these only have 50. That's an issue. But oh well. It's okay. Let's save this. And that should automatically export it. And that should be all that I need to do here, for the time being at least. And then hopefully Okay. So this will be the square with the train station on it. And this will have like a bit more city and stuff. Alright, but that's fine. And this should also make the seams disappear. Someone's Necros is now here. And I don't think it'll update until I save and quit. Well, okay, I think it did, actually. But no. Where's world? Why is it not? Hang on. I'm not seeing the things I'm supposed to be seeing. I can't tell if this little seam is here because it's like... Alright, let's export this again. And then I'll just go to the other window. So I'll just see if the seams disappeared in-game, because it might just be that they're not updating in the editor. Okay, but what was the other thing? I was gonna rework the task system as well, because right now it's kind of rough. Alright, I don't see any seams. And basically, I'll do some testing with a side quest that I made, which requires me to kill all the enemies in this area. And then I can save and reload, or quit and reload. And then, once these guys are killed, friendly NPCs populate the area. Well, that was easy. Let's save and quit. Then if I go back in here, let's see, and I can also talk to this guy now. And that, now that this gate opens, because originally I realized that it's kind of dumb to not have the gate ever open, because the original reason I didn't have it open was because there was like a capacitor that you had to use, which I didn't want the player like feeling like they had to use it there instead of in there. But I didn't have the idea of like, well, just make the gate require something else. But no. Now you can just do a little side quest. And then it populates the area with full of friendly little NPCs that they can play games with and stuff. And this one has a side quest where basically, if you try to trade coats with them, she'll tell you to actually deliver a letter for her. And then right now there's a very simple little letter item. It'll eventually have a texture on it. And it also has letter delivery in the tasks, and in the places it adds moves and across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch up the task note system, because right now it's not like that node is going to be in there forever now. Like it's associated with the place, not the task. Yeah, so that gives me a little map marker there. So let's save and quit. So I'll start this one then. Because this is going to need... Hang on. Let's go to my management. I only need these two right now. We have our journal. And then export I'm going to see if I can do this. So it'll be class, task, extend extends resource. Well, I don't really need, I'm going to do export array. So this will be actually active tasks, and then they'll be populated in like chronological order or reverse chronological order or something like that. All right. Var so you can have like one note. I think it'll be, wait. Dictionary string place to like string note. Let's actually do like an array. And these will also be chronological order. And then like maybe just var general notes. Okay. Oh yeah, and I also need a var ID. Var name. Var description. Well, I'll just use general notes for the actual name of it. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Because now basically the tasks will do something completely different. And I also need the journal UI. So it won't have tasks, it'll have probably just a separate function like well, Alright, so I don't need this to be a string anymore. Because it'll be like enum note type. Is that? Oh yeah, this is the only place in the entire world where we use squiggly brackets. Okay, people, places. So I need to change how this looks. I just realized it doesn't even matter what I just did there. So this, so on subject focused is where I need this type. So this will be like regular notes. It'll be what do I need to do? Yeah, there's no longer this headline thing here. What it actually does is it's going to delete that, I guess. This is a mess. But basically, I have an array of notes, and then I'm going to do, so get notes. So we don't need to do anything with that. If n.size is greater than 2, nope, we don't do that. We don't do this either. So it'll be for I in range 0, for I in range n.size. They'll be posted in, they'll just be in well, they'll be in reverse chronological order. So for this one I also need the, that'll be fine. Pen L, and then
This world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures and my hopes are placed beyond the blue. Many friends and
so all this should do right now is it should just make it so that, well, oh well, this is fine. Let's see how this looks. I may want to swap where this is. Actually, let's start a new game, so that way I can talk to different characters. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Then we talk to this guy. Blah, 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 blah. Then I want to talk to him again. And then let's go to our here. I want a bit more spacing in between different notes, because it looks like they're just two separate lines. I wonder what sort of theme overrides there are. I don't know if I can add spacing to these. Well, what I can do is I can just add another control. So it'll just be... What am I doing? Oh. Alright. Spacer equals new spacer dot min y equals 15. Let's do var base notes. hope this is actually not... Okay, it already is a thing. Hang on. Okay, let's call that base notes. So that's basically going to be the area where objects are listed. I'm trying to figure out what I'm actually saying. You know what? This is stupid. All this stuff with this... So, well, this is fine. This list stuff is dumb. Clear task notes. So I'll change these two, and I won't actually have this. So let's just add another V-box here. So we clear subject notes, we clear task notes. We add our label, we add our spacer. Then var t array. Alright, so those are the new methods. At long last, we found them. So let's do like... has note. Add note. Note task. Get notes. Complete task. Place flag. Alright. Task. Notes by person. If in, so it'll be like for you know, there's just going to be Alright. These are going to be just string. You have one note per person per place. And if that's And if you need more, record it directly attached to the person. Well, I say that as if I'm talking to someone else. I'm the only one who's going to be using this, so this will be notes. If person in task dot and this way it's easy also to remove a note about a place if it's no longer relevant. Person in task.people notes. Notes.append. Task.people notes person. And this is almost the same for location. And then I need to change how creating tasks works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new thing where it's going to function create task ID string note. Well, no. That's fine. If ID otherwise it'll do actually let's do like function initialize. I also don't need an ID. append task. Okay. Bunch of nonsense there. All right, so I don't need any of this stuff. For C in, for T in, if T ID equals task ID, active task dot remove find T Okay. Oh wait, I just realized this task note thing needs to also return a rule. Wait. No, it's actually valid to complete a task before you have it active. If the only thing that's invalid is trying to complete an already completed task, so it'll be for T in game state dot completed tasks. So we don't need to worry about adding it to complete tasks here. This will be if T ID ID. Note. And then otherwise we'll do, and we'll just add the note there anyway, even though that's invalid, we'll just say that it's good. And then otherwise we'll do var T dot task dot new task ID. State task new task ID. var no T dot general notes append note. Okay. Alright, so the logic for completing a task is we first get our we first check if it's an active task, because that's the most likely case. And then we do break, and then actually, if not task. So if that failed to get a task for us, we then do this. So we check in the completed tasks for it, and then if we still don't have a task, we just create a new one, and we add it to the completed tasks. And if there's a note, we add that to the notes for that task, and then we return true. Okay. And now let's get... Ooh, excuse me. Let's get for an array. See. I just realized that there's a whole thing. Okay. I don't need this. I just remembered that there's a whole, like, this thing. So, okay, the separation there is 18. I'll do, like, 15 there, because that's for, what, the task notes or subject notes or whatever it is. I'll flip these around arbitrarily, I assume, or decide which one is which. So let's just put, like, notes, and then this will be notes as well. And so this will just say notes. Because I may swap around the subject notes and task notes. Then subject.capitalize. Oh. And also for active tasks first. So we get task notes by person, task notes. Let's do actually, let's just do like get task notes, task ID, and then a boolean. Okay. A bunch of stuff. List is an array for task in list. If task.id equals task ID, return t or task.general notes. Oh. Alright, let's see if this works. I'll need to start a new game because the notes were recorded in the wrong place. I'll just do start this. Wonderful, beautiful. So let's see if our notes work. That looks good. Oh wait, I'll need to add notes specific to a task, but that's fine. All right. Journal. There's no tasks. I see that much. But whatever. Let's save and quit. Let's see what it actually looks like in here. Oh, I don't have my... Let's get app data. /Godot/user data, jack4. Okay. At some point there should be... Okay, so there's active tasks and completed tasks. Oh, I know what it is. I don't think... Yeah, there's no export on all these things. It should be... So that does that. Export array. Let's see if that works. At some point it should have the note task. Start the new game. Jackie looks nice. I'm happy with how the... I keep mentioning that. I think I've even mentioned that I do that a lot. That I get distracted by, like, nice visual changes. If I were a professional artist, I guess it'd have gotten old at this point that I can make things that are good. Alright, let's just see inventory, okay, so it's still not there. What is going wrong with this? Errors, local variable position. Oh, that's fine. Well, let's just fix that right now. They were different types anyway, but oh well. So if we get the notes for a task, that should be fine. Global.task note. Or note task. Let's do... Alright, so that should just apply. Because there's another task that I can do here where I can ask this, this bozo. Right here. So now, well, I should have the task. Hang on. What does the output say? It says note task wasn't called at all. That's weird. Did I do something? I know that I do it through here, task note. Oh, Jesus. Well, that explains that. The dialog viewer. This is what I get for having wrapper functions. Well, not even wrapper functions, functions that just replicate the logic. As they say, the source of truth should be one place, and exactly one place. Okay, I don't need to deal with that guy. I know that the person notes work. And now I need to change the logic for noting tasks with people. Okay. In task.place notes. If not, task is game.task. Game state, task. Oh. Alright, let's take this from the top again. And I'll need to change all the dialogue so that instead of just randomly noting places and people with task-related stuff, it actually uses that task information. So that way, once the task is marked as completed, those notes are removed from the relevant notes with the person. Alright, let's ask about that. And then I don't have it. Alright, but let's at least see if the output has it. Noted task, activate the medium of 1. Alright, so we should have 1 active task. And it's just not showing up in the journal. I just realized why. Because the journal... Oh no, it doesn't check if the notes are empty. Oh, I know. I think I know what it is, maybe. Yeah, I just realized populate list is different than on subject focused. Yeah, so it should be actually, I don't even need this to be, I can just have this be an array. IDs. So maybe like IDs equals dot keys. Active tasks. Okay, so that explains why that isn't showing up. If items.empty return. All right. Let's see this in action again, because now we have our active tasks, and I don't know why our completed tasks have the same item in the list. That's not correct. So this isn't needed. All right. So now, apparently I've noted the task in the wrong place. Oh. Invalid get ID. Active tasks. What is sub-resource 2 then? GameState.task script equals sub-resource 1. I don't get it. I think I just need to make it. Hang on. I think I just need to make this into a. Let's just make it into its own little thing. So it'll be management. New script. Task. Oh, I think I know why. I didn't export this. That might be it. But okay, now we need our game state and our lovely things. Alright, let's... So this should potentially just not work. Or it should fail to load the saved game. Oh, maybe it kind of works. But alright. Eventually. Now we have activate... Get task notes, subject true, dot reverse. Okay. Dot. Alright, let's just do like... So there is no function to just reverse. That's kind of inconvenient. In index. No, in range notes.size. All right. So that should just flip it. Maybe I should just do... Yeah, I'm going to need to do this anyway, so I'm going to do it in the main function, I guess. Dot. Let's push it front. Wait, no, I just realized, okay, so it doesn't actually matter for these ones. Okay, so this is fine. The general notes are in reverse chronological order. There are no notes for multiple objects otherwise. So this guy is there. Let's get some more. Alright. Activate the medium. So we got our blah 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 and our blah. And we have them in the reverse order here. And also we don't have the label properly. So it's like here. Yeah. Okay, now they're there. So the thing to note is the tasks are in the proper order. They're in reverse chronological order. The completed are also in the correct order. They're in proper chronological order. I need to figure out why they're both there. I think that's just from task note. Or like note task. No, not there. Note task. For T in GameStat active task. Else it does it there. So, weird thing. It didn't add, oh, it didn't add this here because it added it here. But why is it in the completed tasks? Because these should be... Was there something stupid again with the, what was it again? I don't actually know. I'm gonna do... Like, there was something weird with how it did this. I remember there's like problems that I had with duplicate arrays, or arrays duplicating themselves, or something like that. Like they were copied by reference when they were initialized. Let's try this. Maybe it'll work. Because all I need is... Also, I should put my little flashing thing behind the pause screen. But I got more important things to worry about. So let's see. Let's do nothing except for talk to this guy. Alright. Okay, so that's what it was. There's a bug with Godot's initializing arrays, where if you have multiple empty arrays, I guess they're just all copied. I think, at least. Well, let's test that again. Maybe it's like it's accidentally being completed somehow. No, okay. Also, I think I want the tasks and I want those flipped around. So like I want basically I want the subject notes to be in the headline and the task notes to be in the bottom. Let's talk to let's talk to this guy again. And I may also want these to be reverse chronological as well. We got Mum, we got Landlord, we got Armstrong. Hideaway, activate the medium for tasks. And here, I'm thinking my format is kind of breaking down. Because I would rather have the notes. I'd rather have the tasks in a separate menu, because right now this doesn't really improve it. Well, what am I trying to say? Let's talk to him again. Let's ask about this. All right. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the notes the same way that they are in the top thing, and I'm going to have the appended, like the location and like person notes down below. If that makes sense. Basically, let's go to my journal. So, here, we have N. And N. And T equals task notes by person. By place. Oh wait, no. I don't need that. Let's do var notes task. Basically, I'm gonna do this. So then N is gonna be task dot if task. task is task. All right. I just need to get this find task button. All right. Brilliant, beautiful, stunning, brave. Oh. It's really, really irritating how you can't save. Okay, but whatever. Let's see what my journal says. Nothing. Oh wait, this landlord doesn't have anything to do with that. So if I talk to this guy, he should be able to do some stuff. Then I can do... Okay. So now I have the main stuff here. You know, the tower on the cliff, near the ledge. Alright, so that gives me some stuff. Now I need the methods for locations and people specific to a task. Whatever I meant by that. Also, I changed the shader for the gems. I don't like it as much. It's not as good as it used to be. Now it's like a bit too like pink and opaque. Because it like self-shadows. So I may wind up changing it back, even though that means that it'll glow in the dark. Well, maybe I can just make a custom shader. Or a more custom shader, because it's already still custom. I mean, I do kind of like how it turns dark red. Well, actually, now that I think about it, having it turn deep red in the shade is kind of cool. I just need to figure out how to make it look good in the light, because I really, really liked how it used to look. But, like, that looks pretty cool, I think. But it has, like, this deep, or this bright blue subsurface. And I don't know. It's too pink. It's too, like, hot pink. Not enough highlights on it either. But okay, what do I need to do? I need to test location notes. So let's save and quit. I need to note a task with a person and with a place and things like that. Alright, first off, task, note. This will just be global.note task. Yeah, because I only have like 2 so far. Oh yeah, this was a enemy design that I thought of, like a boss battle or something. Like it's some sort of siege machine that has treads, and then it grew legs, and now it uses both. Very effective. So task note is no longer relevant. So let's do like function add task note person. So task ID string, person string, note string. Wait, no. Otherwise, so if it's not T, so if the task doesn't exist, it does that, and then it does T equals actually, let's do like task note person. Okay. Function task remove person. If no. T is task and in t.people notes. Yeah. And I think there's an erase method in this. I'll assume there is. Let's see. This will be almost the same for places. Copy and pasting is always effective and not, you know. This never has a bad effect, as I always say. All right. So now let's see note task. Activate the medium. Add note. Let's see all the places. What's the thing? Remember. Seems friendly enough. Medium. It's a bit of a prick. Maybe mark map. All right, let's do global dot task add place. A task note place. Let's see. To deliver a letter to Natya. I'm trying to write this so that it's not quite redundant, because both of these are going to be on the task page, but only this one is going to be on the location page or on the map. So let's see, a woman asked... Woman offered to trade coats with me if I deliver a letter for her. Okay. It's a little redundant, since I have to give enough context for the map as well as the task. But that's okay. So let's see how that looks, because that'll be... I'll just kill those enemies, then save and quit, then I'll get the task again. And I think the other things, I just have generic notes for the most, for like the locations. I'm getting distracted. Oh yeah, also I need to make sure that the, hang on. I'm gonna lower the volume a bit. This guy's singing. Alright. Oop. Also, I removed the slight penalty that the player got if they accidentally let go of a ledge for a brief moment as they were climbing. Because that was originally to prevent spamming to, like, climb infinitely. But now you can't climb infinitely like that. Because you have to actually touch the ground before your stamina starts recharging again. So that was the more effective solution. She has a cute face. I don't know. Yeah, for some reason, when I kick once, the enemies now die. I think I must have done something wrong with their health. Because at some point I changed the code so that... Like, I changed the object inheritance. And I think I must have set their health too low. But I don't know what it was supposed to be originally. Whew. Wait, why is that? Huh? For T in game state.active tasks. If... Wait, where is this? On died. On died. What? Oh, okay. All right. Why is there a task that's empty, though? Like... Okay, so this is for when I kill an enemy. If there's a task associated with that, it adds a note about the task. So for some reason, that's not correct. And that's because game state active tasks has some screwed up task in it. Well, it's so 0 is this, and it has an ID. Invalid get index ID. But it's here. Place notes, people notes, general... What is T? So let's see what our locals are. What's T? Let's just do if not. Oh, wait, hang on. Is this wrong? That might be wrong. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine. That's kind of cool. But okay. Why was this? Let's just... Okay. So now I should be able to save and quit. Let's see. So I'm assuming the task was not properly set up. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, there's some corrupted task in here now. Alright. Important thing. I'm going to save this and exit out of this because I don't need this anymore. Alright, let's see what exactly is going on. So we have this resource name task. It doesn't have anything else. Like there's literally nothing else with it. All right, let's just start a new game then. Because clearly something went wrong with my lovely little task system. So I need to figure out what exactly that was, because it might have been because I was editing things and like starting the game over again. So maybe because it was like, because it used GameState.task and had a class name. I don't know. Let's just see, blah, blah, blah. All right. So now if we go to here, we have our lovely task. And now I'm going to try completing, or now I'm going to try adding a task by killing all those bad monsters. Oh yeah, also, if you didn't notice, I fixed the UV maps on these guys finally, so their coats are nice. And also they actually show if the coat is symmetrical or not. This one's interesting. Wait, what is this? This one's kind of funky. I like it. Alright, so let's check my notes. So I've activate the medium and the village gate. And they don't... What the fuck? Why are they the same? Why are they the same? What the fuck is this? Hang on. Let's save and quit. Let's see what this is. So we have sub-resource 1 and sub-resource 2. Why do they have the same general notes? Oh, I know. Look at that. That's really cool. I think that's a great bug. All right. But whatever. I know what that is now. Let's get that fixed. Let's just delete these. So let's assume that's not going to happen again. I don't know why it happens specifically with arrays. It must be that it passes in an empty, like a default empty array or something. I don't get it. I'm surprised that hasn't been fixed yet. That seems like a very easy to encounter bug. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. What the fuck happened? Look, Okay, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because it needs a... I remember now. Resources need default constructors. Sorry, this needs to be optional. So now if I start a new game again, epic. Thank you, Armstrong, for that. Lovely advice. Let's see. It works. Now let's get the thing. In fact, let's talk to the guy. I can just talk to the guy. Because I think that's not an issue. Creating an... Alright. There we go. Alright. Epic, goated with the sauce. For real, no cap. It's for real. Without a cap, even. I gotta make these guys look less stupid. I should make their center of mass closer to the, like, low point of their body. I'm worried that I might be like, huh, weird. Just a white coat, just a straight up white coat. Alright, let's check the journal again. Alright, epic, awesome, cool. Oh my Christ on a bike. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's not in the completed tasks, but it's a start. Let's save and quit. Alright, let's try this one more time. Oh, also I need to change the notes on the, hang on. Before I do anything more, I need to go to the map, and when you get stuff, it's gonna do a, instead of doing show with notes, wait, what the hell is show with notes? G.name equals... Oh. Okay. Why did that... What? Let's do like... global.get... Where are notes? Like, where the hell do I get the notes? Global.gamestate.mapMarkers. A string to array of strings. Do I really need this? I have the journal now. So let's go back to, global mark map. I don't need this. Because when I go to map, instead of doing this map marker stuff, it's going to do, in global dot. Oh, hi. Thanks for following. Let's see. Right now, I'm making sure, or I'm trying not to rage too hard. I'm working on a little 3D platformer. Let's see. I'm gonna figure out. So let's see. I need Scholary.getChildren if g.name in dot. I know if has note g dot name. Oh right. If it has name places dot task notes by place g dot oh wait no task notes by place. All right. All right. Oh wait, I just realized. This means that there's now no notes here. What I should do... Thanks. Let's see, so I'm gonna switch this again. So what I need is for n equals get notes. Name. N dot append array. All right. So that way, oh, whoops, now I have to restart. And unfortunately, you did catch me right at the end of my stream, because I'm only going to be streaming for a couple more minutes, I think, to make sure that this stuff works. Let's see, so we got our notes for places. Eventually, I'll separate out the general notes from the task notes, and I'll only have the most recent general note there, so that way the player easily can keep track of what tasks they have based on a place. And let's see. And now I'm going to test the most important thing, which is the actual note related to a place. Thanks. Yeah, I put... It's kind of finicky with Godot, because if you do it wrong, you have to delete a bunch of stuff and redo it. So I tend to be like plotted out on pen and paper what I want to do. Let's see, where's Musna Cross? Yeah, I find rigging to be definitely one of the biggest challenges with this. And I still have, and this character still has a bunch of issues, like if we sit down here, her butt flattens completely, like Woody from Toy Story. No, this is just some meshes that I modeled in Blender. See, and that it has the nice feature that I can do really wild stuff with it. So this is what the full terrain looks like, so it's all looping and weird and stuff. And that way it can get really, really huge. And let's see. I realized that the I know what I should do. Maybe I should just note a place? And I'm going to save and quit here. Script, map. Let's do like, this will be, so if not t.empty, or yep. Yeah, I'm not excellent at character modeling, but I'm good enough that I can make, I think, passable models, I think. Well, I'm actually pretty happy with this one. Let's see. What am I looking for? Right. This. So now I have map markers related to a specific task, and once that task is completed, the map marker will disappear, unless I have different notes, or like just notes specific to the location. And now I just need to actually like complete this task. Thanks, yeah. And there's also an inventory screen where the player looks at their stats by just having the character in the model viewer. And that was fun, though I don't have any other items with me right now. Wait, actually I'm supposed to have the letter. Hang on, do I not have this? Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. Letter delivery. Okay. This is... Hang on, this is a suspicious thing. Right, okay. I know, task note place. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. See, and this will be eventually... Let's see, I need to do task note. Let's do return true. So my dialogue viewer is kind of finicky in that it doesn't like void methods. It only likes methods that are actually like Boolean. So I have to add true to a bunch of things. Let's see, so I can note a person, remove a person, and note a place and remove a place relative to a specific task. Let's see. Oh, right. I don't have it yet. I'm going to save and quit again. I'm going to fix my save. So I have some tasks. I'm to deliver a letter. Have my general notes. I'll just cheat and add mother letter here. Because that was the item I was supposed to get, but these functions, where were they? This function was not returning true when it should, this task note place. So this function was never getting called for adding the item. So then it just wasn't in my inventory. And this way, yeah, look at that. Now I have a little blank white sheet of paper that will eventually have writing on it. And that's the letter that I have to give away. Then I have my little tasks with no icons right now. And my little map marker. Yeah, so you came in right at the tail end of this, so this is going to be the part where I figure out what I actually did so far. Let's see. So I no longer have task notes related to, well, this part isn't relevant because each each object can only have one task note associated with it at a time, but that lower section is used for tasks or something like that. Dedicated active and completed status. Notes are tagged with a subject. Notes can be marked irrelevant. All right. Those are all done. So I guess next time, I'll probably start working on the actual places that I need to have. So they're a place called Musna Cross, which is going to be a train station, a little town, another town. So that should be fun. And that'll be tomorrow, basically same time. It's 8 p.m. now. I start at 5:30 p.m. this time, so it'd be a couple hours before now. But thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.